Thank you. I'm just going to ask Marie Valentine to come up and do the opening prayer.
Saan naman yung tayo Kinas kumiknan, pisigaw awhiya, na may media, himusya awhiya. Sige may kutusin, kawasan mi sanana. Kami doaya, sikmi nanitnan, hisipa piya kuya, imamisikot ata hisiwat siwin. Wapanatang kung kisaligasan, maski himahigan tuting. Mpapa, ng tao yung iskana. Greetings to everybody. I thank Creator very much for this beautiful day. I thank Him for the gift of life, for nothing is ours. Even our own lives, we're not in control of that. He has. We thank Him for the children, all our children. We thank Him for our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. We thank Him also for the elders that are still present here and the ones that have traveled. We thank Him for the beautiful opening song, for the singers that are here. We thank you, Creator, for everything that you have loaned to us. Thank you for the tobacco to honor this ceremony. We say, ay, ikaw sa amin.
Now,
I was invited to be here this evening. I'd like to say it is an honor to be here. I honor the Grand Chief that's here, KTC. It is always an honor to do things for the community of Thompson, especially where education is concerned. We welcome everyone to our territorial land, Treaty 5 territory of Musitawaya Cree Nation. We acknowledge that. The prayer for this new school that's coming up, we thank Creator for that. May the students that are going to come through the school system enjoy the curriculum that's going to be presented for them. And it's through knowledge that we begin to understand why Creator put us in the sacred world, the sacredness of learning. We've always knew that long before our European brothers landed in our island. Education was valued greatly because it sustained our lives, our livelihood. The tobacco that's here, we hold it in trust because it is something that we cherish, every one of us, to understand that teaching. I welcome you to this great day, this great moment, and to be able to see the school. My children went to school here too, when we lived in Westwood. And they venture off to the high school, and we thank Creator for that knowledge too. Ikosani kinanaskumit na I won't translate.
Well, I'm gonna walk over here a little bit. I think the weather has played havoc on us a little bit today and had us worried, but I had called Jenny, who's been helping me out in planning this event. I'll introduce her in a minute. I called her probably about 5:36, and I said, okay, no, I guess it was around 5:30. What are we gonna do? Because there's thunder and lightning out there. It's not just rain. I said, I knew that we had said we'd go ahead, rain or shine, but lightning, that's a whole different ballgame. Anyway, Jenny, who lives over in the Westwood area, said, it's blowing over here already, and we're just gonna go ahead with it. So I'm like, okay, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm happy to have the turnout that we have, because I know it's wet there on the grass. I want to welcome everyone who's here tonight on behalf of Westwood staff, Mrs. McDonald and myself. We're really pleased to have everybody here, our students, the family members, community members, friends, and of course, some of our special dignitaries that have also come. We acknowledge that we are signatories of Treaty 5 and that we reside in the traditional territory of the Nisichawayasee Cree Nation. Westwood School was built in the community of Thompson in the province of Manitoba. Manitoba is located on the traditional and ancestral lands of the Nahero, Innu, Denislewane, Métis, Inuit, Anisinu, Anishinaabe, Dakota-Wait, and the Dakota-Wait nations. Westwood School is thankful for the land that has provided us so many beautiful memories, and our school remains committed to honoring treaties in the spirit of truth and reconciliation, both now and in the years to come as our new school is built. We are all treaty people. So as I mentioned, I thought about doing something like this from July 24th. That was the first, well, that wasn't the first thing on my mind, but shortly after was that we need to give thanks for the land that Westwood was built on, and we need to kind of bless the land moving forward so that it only sees good things to come. So that's kind of our purpose for gathering tonight, and I wanted to have it, a cultural event. And so the first person I thought of asking was Jenny Westestakut, who is here tonight and has helped Misty and I in putting this together. So we thank her so much. We were just talking, her children, her family has been attending Westwood School, still attending Westwood School. Tayson, I'm not sure if he's here, but over 30 years. So they're deeply rooted in our school, and so it was very important in my mind to have her a part of this. And so thank you to Jenny, Elder Jenny Westestakut for that. We have some special guests and dignitaries here tonight. Our Mayor Colleen Smoke is here, and you're welcome to join us in the circle here if you like. Lori. We have Lori Henderson, Superintendent of Educational Services and Programming. We have Dr. Hank Warner-Brown. He's the chairperson of the School District Committee Board of Trustees. Brent Baduke, he's the principal of Wapanuk Community School. He's also arrived tonight, so we're thankful for that too. I did already introduce Jenny and also her husband, Walter Westestikut, Grand Chief Walter Westestikut is the leader of the 285 Council, representing 11 First Nations communities in northern Manitoba. So I want to thank all of you for coming. I believe our Cookham is out there somewhere as well. Is she there? No? Okay. So I want to just thank everybody for coming. Marie is looking after the blessing ceremony, so I'm going to hand the mic back over to you.
It is very strange to be here. Very, very strange. But Creator already knew our path. Even at drum group, I'm sure we're shocked. Because quite often we think of the drum groups in a good way, which groups should come here. And a long time ago, when our people gathered to celebrate something that's going to be built, they had a celebration for 4 days. A house that's going up, the roof wasn't put up. That was the last thing they put up. And I remember sitting hours listening to them talk, how that family was going to nurture their nest, raising their children. And that's the same thing with this school that's coming up. The blessing of a school is a milestone. It's not an event, it's a big milestone. I looked at the fire and I thought, I wonder how long it would take to rebuild a school. I thought about the students that were displaced, even the teachers. The prayers at that day came to be where we are today. As Creator already was listening to us. We ask for directions. We look at that east doorway where the sun rises. It's a beginning of a new life for the school. A doorway is open. We look at the doorway of the south where everything grows, the vegetation, the children that grow. We were children too. That's the doorway we came from. We look at the east doorway, the ending of somebody's educational life trail has ended into adulthood. That's a very important trail. And we finally go to the front doorway. We ask Creator to watch every one of us, because one day all of you will be elders. That's that destination that we all were loaned to. Every one of us will experience that. These prints here, the flags, when a new school is built, I will come back to guide that process in a good way. Because our work is never done. Never. It goes on wherever we're called. And the blessing of the school is in its sacredness will continue to provide good educational people, the children growing up. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for everything. We say aye.
Okay, I didn't, there. Hi, sorry. I didn't acknowledge the drum group who started us off tonight, and I wanted to, on the flip side of my paper here, Desmond Cologne was contacted, and he is is it the drum master? Is that? He's just the singer, he says. Of the Wapakawaitan drum group from Nelson House. So we want to thank you so much for coming, and we're asked if you could come up and do another song for us. Okay, thank you so much. It's very powerful. Did you want to share what songs were about?
Aitäh, kaitsemuutimaepas võimustus tegin, mis toassuuks niillä. Just niillä näsken, miksi mä käyn, miksi naanut, minusta mä naamina. Miksi niillä näsken, mistä ei näetsä nyt. Storming over you. Good evening, good afternoon. My name is Des Cologne. I'm from Nelson House. I was born and raised in Thompson. On behalf of the singers, we thank you for inviting us to come and share and help in this ceremony today. The first song we had sang was an honor song just to acknowledge the ground and the prayers and that we used here this afternoon. And this last song that we had used, our Granny here, I talked about those directions. So we had sang a pipe song. They started off with a pipe song, and then it switches to a 4 direction song. So we thought that would be fitting for the prayer that she used. So that's why we chose to use that song. Again, we thank you, and our prayers are with the community, of course. And I look forward to seeing the new school. This was one school that I never went to. One school I never got kicked out of. No, but again, we thank you, and I think Jenny and Walter actually have a huge part in this new young group that you see here today. When I was about 16 or 17, we were singing in their basement actually, and we couldn't even keep a beat, but they allowed us to keep singing. So I have a lot of gratitude for these two individuals, and of course our grandmother Marie here. So I extend our gratitude to our Westwood family. I'm very close friends with one of their sons. But moving forward, we wish you the best. We look forward to seeing the school, and God willing, maybe we can come and help open it. But again, thank you, and ask me now.
And we will ask that you close it out with another song once we've done. I'm going to ask Walter, or Grand Chief Walter Westwood, if he would like to share some words with us.
I'm going to put this on first. Nobody can see me. Whoa.
Hello, everyone. My name is Walter Westwood. I'm the Grand Chief for Keewatin Tribal Council. We work with 11 First Nations in northern Manitoba. We are working on creating our own government, the Sovereign Keewatin Yati Nations Grand Council. And in doing that, there are many functions that we will be serving in the north. One of those is to finish up a major development in this community. And when we do that for future generations of our people. About a month ago, you contacted me by phone. I think I was in Chinatown in Ottawa or someplace. And since that time, I've been thinking about coming here. And in doing that, I have to remember the children, because we work for future generations of our people. As was discussed earlier, my children and my grandchildren went to school here at Westwood School. 40 years ago, I asked my wife to come here for 1 year because I wanted to meet my family. I was one of the children that was abducted while playing outside my house and transported by train from Churchill, Manitoba to Dauphin, Manitoba to an institution of genocide where I was forced to learn the English language, robbed of the long, beautiful hair that I had my language beaten out of me, and many other atrocities. That's my history. So, when I come here today, I think about the children that are going to be coming to school here. I may not live to see the first graduation, but I can stand here and support what will happen here today. And in doing that, I think about those little ones that will come, like that young one over there. The real little ones ones that are just starting school? What will we teach them? Or what will they be taught? Will they be taught the truth of this country's history? So they don't have to carry the shame of it when they grow up into adulthood and they learn about it all of a sudden. It is something that happened in the past. I witnessed it. I lived it. Every day today, I have to know where my children are, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren. We have 3 great-grandchildren. And that's because of that experience that I had many, many years ago. But in an instant, it's there. It's always there. So when we think about the children that are coming here, I pray in my heart of hearts that they are lifted up in spirit, that they are loved, that they are accepted for who they are, the vulnerable human beings that they are. That they are not coerced away from who Creator meant for them to be, whether they be Inuit, Dene, Scottish, German, Muslim, that they be supported to be who Creator meant for them to be. The wrong that is done to a child when the adults around them try to convert them to something else is terrible. I lived it. It's dehumanizing. There is no honor in that. So I'm grateful that I'm here today. You know, we work with 11 First Nations in northern Manitoba who live under legislated negligence. They don't have nice streets like this. They have to fight 20, 30 years to get to school, sometimes 40. That's the 2 stories of the truth of Canada. There's 2 paths. The legislated negligence of Canada comes from the Indian Act. It's important when the school is constructed, the teaching starts, that the truth be there. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to speak on behalf of my colleagues with the trustees with the school district of Mystery Lake. I remembered a phone call at just 5 o'clock about a year ago when Secretary Treasurer phoned me and said that the fire marshal had just phoned her and said that there was an incident at the school. I think we all remember that day. I remember the panic and thinking, oh my God, my school. And I was in Alberta at the time, and I said to Kelly, do I need to start driving now? And she said, no, I think the school will be gone by the time you get back. And so I didn't get to come until about 3 days later, and I got to see the full effect. And I think the impact is still sinking in. It took about 6 months for us to deal with the old school, and now we see a beautiful landscape. It's clean, but the school's not there. And so the fight is still going on. I'm not gonna tell you that the school is gonna be built in the next 6 months or 12 months, but it's gonna get built. I can guarantee that. We have ministers with the government, and we have the premier who have promised that. And there will be a new school. And so the trustees and the superintendents and the admin and of course the teachers and the students are all working their very best to make sure that regardless if we see the first graduation in the next 2 or 3 years or the next 5 years, that it will happen within as many lifetimes as possible. And so I think this opportunity, I really thank the administration with Westwood. I want to thank Juniper School and Burnwood for being such gracious hosts during this difficult time. I know it's difficult when you put so many students in one place. It's like energy, the atoms bounce off of each other, and of course frictions arise. And of course, the principal of Westwood and the vice principal and the students want to be back home, and I completely understand that. And whatever we can do as trustees and a community to come together and make that happen, that's what we'll do. So I thank you all for coming out tonight, and I thank you for being so strong, and I look really forward to coming back when the school is built. Thank you.
I just wanted to add a couple of things. When I'm done here, I'm driving to Winnipeg. The other thing is, I don't see any goose soup here. Goose soup. Bannock.
We had planned for all of that, but to be honest, not goose soup. I grew up on goose, but I've never had goose soup, I must say. Duck gravy is the best, though, I must admit.
This is fine.
I'm not sure if anybody else had anything else that they wanted. Oh, Colleen, did you want to speak? Sorry.
They try to keep a mic away. I feel very honored to be invited here tonight. I only had one child that went to Westwood School. My son Sean, my Down syndrome son, actually started Juniper preschool in Westwood School, and then went on to Mrs. Bickerton in kindergarten, and went here and then on. So I definitely, and I have enough grandchildren to go around that they've been at every school in Thompson. So it's always a great day. I too was out of town when this accident happened. I looked at my phone and I was getting simultaneous calls from my sister who happens to work at the board office and my city manager. So I knew something was up, and so it was definitely tragic. But just the way everybody pulled together, the school board, the teachers, the administration, and got everything worked out. And it's terrible. I can remember thinking, oh, at least it's still summer. We can plan for this. It's not in the middle of the school year. And you guys did a wonderful job keeping the kids in their pods, between Burnwood and Juniper School. It's just definitely been so great, and thank you all for doing that. So on behalf of my city council and myself and administration staff, I just want to congratulate you on the new school that's coming, and thank you for all that Westwood School has meant. Literally, if you look at Westwood School, it's the middle of the city. It's the one that there's other schools surrounding, but Westwood is the middle school of the city, so it's always been important. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Jenny Westwood, and I kind of help Tricia organize the event. She called me. I was actually quite surprised, but I'm happy that she invited me. And yes, my child actually came to school at Westwood when I think he might have been 7 years old. He's now in his 40s, and I was kind of thinking, how many years ago was that? So that's kind of like over 30 years anyways. So my grandchildren are going to school here at Westwood too. My daughter bought a house just right over there behind that fence, so they could be close to school. And they were so sad when they were watching their school burn down. So I'm happy to know that the school is going to be coming up pretty soon, and I know they're all excited about it, and I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful school. And just reflecting a little bit about over the years, and I would come here periodically because I also had nephews and nieces that went to school here. Sometimes that she-bear in me came out, when I would come and sit down with the principal, the resource teacher, and sometimes we would talk it out, and it would be okay, But that's just how it is, eh? And but it's all good. I really love Westwood area and Westwood School. It's been really good, and I've been very happy with it, and I know that the kids will be happy once they know, and everybody, I'm sure everybody is happy that the school is going to be going up. Anyway, thanks for inviting me and having me be a part of this. Thank you.
Okay, so did you want to say that? I just wanted to thank everybody. Was there anybody else that wanted to speak? I want to give everybody a chance to. Okay. I want to thank everybody for coming. I know it's cooling off now. I had felt a few drops a little bit ago, and I was worried, but I think we're doing okay. I just want to thank the parents for persevering with us through this year. It's been the most difficult year, I must say, in my career. You think you've kind of done it all after 30 some years, and then you realize, oh no, I haven't even come close to doing it all. So I wouldn't wish this on anyone, but at the same time, I think it just brings us together closer as a Westwood family. So we thank the parents for supporting us through all of this and having our back. And I do remember some battles with Jenny. As we have parents, we don't always have to be on the same page, but the reality is that we're always looking out for the best interests of our students. And as parents, I actually have the utmost respect for parents who come in and are advocating for their children. That's what they're supposed to do. So it's all about finding a happy medium and some, a resolution in the end. So we do thank the parents and of course our wonderful, resilient students who are Vikings through and through. We're very proud of you and everything that you've done this year and how you've handled everything and adjusted to the new spaces that we're in. But I have to say, my biggest gratitude goes toward our staff because it has been, like I said, a most difficult year. A lot of change, and it did happen in the summer, July 24th, but we had staff that were out of the country until the end of August. So imagine getting back to town to not even know that your school and where you had worked had burned down and you had all of your resources gone and such. So I just want to say I'm so very proud of the Westwood staff and thank everybody for all their hard work this year, pulling together for the sake of our students, because that's why we go to work every day. And everything that you've had to do and redo and start over doing and all of that was kind of a miracle in many ways. So I just want to say thank you. We want to do kind of a group picture, I think, if we can, before we go. So I'm going to ask the staff to stay around behind just afterward. We'll maybe go, so we can all stand in my office or Misty's office over there. We'll probably all fit now. And if any students find any of my rocks on the ground over there, they're mine. Give them back to me. All right. Well, thank you everyone again for coming. I appreciate the drum group coming in from Nelson House. I'm sure the road is sloppy right now, so I wish you well driving home. And again.